If this hand had a green source in it, I would keep, but it doesn't, so I'm gonna mulligan. Or put mulligan as well. I'm gonna keep this one. I'm gonna put a wreck away. We need to draw lands, but at least we have 2 lands for Growth Spiral, and we can cycle the Wilt. Giver of Runes. If I get Devoted Druid, I am just dead. There's nothing I can do. I did not see that. That's weird. That's really interesting. I wonder why they did that. It's not like people. It's not like. Yeah, that was just weird. It's a 50-cent uncommon. Before losing, sure. Alright, hopefully I just draw like 2 lands in a row. That is what I kind of need. I really don't want to. I'll just grab Temple Garden. That can be a rare in your $100 VIP pack. Yeah, that's super weird. Alright, now we can path, which is relevant. I need to draw lands though. If I don't draw a land here, I'd probably just lose. Well, that is a land. This is a creature, right? Okay. So they can't protect the Sword of Fire and Ice. This Wilt? So good. It's been insane. Bop. I almost want to add a second Wilt to the deck, because the first has been so good. I think it's reasonable, because there's a lot of artifacts and enchantments that are randomly dispersed in decks, right? The only deck that doesn't play any is the Prowess deck. And you just side them out and then cycle. You cycle them game 1, you side them out post board. Which I think works. I wish I could remand that, but it's fine. I don't know if I want to give them the... I guess I should just give them the land right here. Land? I think this is worth doing here. As much as I'd like to hold up remand, I think I just need to try to dig towards the land as fast as possible. Unfortunate. Cracking double canopy. It's a good sign. They definitely, like, pretty sure they just, like, drew the Battle Skull naturally. Which is not great for us. Well, drawing the land is very good. I don't think I bring back Uro here. It'll just get pathed. I guess what would I be doing? I guess then what that's comparing to me just... I could just wreck here. And then I get to Growth Spiral Remand. Because they might have, like, drawn something expensive. I mean, they're Battle Skulling here for sure, right? But then next turn I can do cool stuff, hopefully. I think I'm better off wrecking here than Uroing. Yeah, put your battle skull in play. Yep. Bastion in there for 8. I'm gonna do 7. And if I put the Uro in play next turn, I could still just... What's this? Luris? I'm gonna remand you. Nice. Land very good. That was pretty good. That was really strong. I think I'm gonna leave it untapped because if I draw a land, it's insane. Okay. Oh, I'm probably better off to Fairy plus Nexus, right? Rather than Uro. Nah, I think I'm better off opponent in shambles. Not wrong. I think I'm better off Uroing. Nah. I'd rather draw more cards. Alright, I'm not going to fetch. We have 7 mana with this. And untap my lands. And bada bing bada boom. Alright. That was balanced. That was balanced. I don't even... Reinforcement seems good? Maybe. I don't even know if it's supposed to be. Opponent must have played standard. Yeah, I remember doing that to standard people. That was a fun time. Force of Negation doesn't do anything. Probably Shark Typhoon. Yeah, that must have brought back bad memories. Just like actual nightmare fuel. Oh, we're on a draw, so I'm gonna shave. I think shaving a remand makes sense on the draw. You know, I can get behind this hand. It doesn't have like path or anything, but it does have turn 3 rec plus factor fiction. So it's kind of hard to ditch that. One Nexus away from the opponent conceding. Yes, I love it. I'm gonna fetch in response. I'm gonna grab Temple Garden. Okay. We have a field of ruins? Okay, well, at least I get to do this. Okay. I think... that was a decent draw. Well, not really. They have Giver. So I can play my Sanctuary, or I can play, why did I say Sanctuary? I can play Misty and then pay 2 here and then fetch. And then, yeah, and then I'll have 2 mana up. I can't play Growth Spiral, which is sad, but it is what it is. Grab a basic forest. Or I'll grab a snow covered. Doesn't really matter. We are taking some beatdowns here, but the timely reinforcements will help with that. Yeah, at least that Field of Ruin was a field and not a Ghost Quarter. Untap their Igonjo Castle? Sure. I'm not dead next turn, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 if they want to, so that puts me at 2. So this will put me to 3. I get to go up to 8. Or 2 up to 7. So if I FOF here, they're gonna Field of Ruin response. But I just kinda have to FOF. I don't really have a choice. Oh wait, now I can't. Oh, that's not good. I actually might have just screwed myself. Now I can't cast Timely. I forgot that that would take me down. I just misplayed super hard. Because I can't pay, fetch, and Timely on the same turn. I actually can't do that. Crap. So I guess I have to factor Fiction into Cryptic. That does it. Yeah, that does it. Which there are 3 Cryptic commands in the deck. So, more than doable. Whale. If I wasn't a dingus, this would have gone a lot better. But I am dingus. Yeah, I lost because I misplayed, which has been like every one of my losses. Oh well. I thought I was gonna untap with 1 extra mana than I did. I couldn't pay to fetch and timely. Oh well. Remand is much better on a play. That's for sure. Timely's still good. It's just I need to be more intelligent. I think I can get with cutting 1 on the play though. I guess they're not always gonna have giver draws though. It's just they've drawn giver runes every game, so it's been awkward. Remand's also not the best top deck in the world, but it's so good on turn 2. Yeah, I think I'll shave a timely. I think the true plan is to just draw remands anyways. Yes, I would like to be on the play. This hand sucks. This hand is much better. Yes, I would definitely like to keep this hand. I'm gonna put away the field of ruins. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Yeah. They're under a lot of pressure to get rid of this Field of the Dead. Which they have plenty of ways to deal with it. They didn't have a 1-drop that's huge. Also, I feel like every time I play Field of the Dead on turn 1, I just immediately rip the Growth Spiral or the land to cast the Growth Spiral. Definitely remand that. Get stuff in play. I'm pretty sure I'm just supposed to get the Sanctuary in play. Yeah, let's do that. They're gonna Ghost Quarter the field after they replay the Leonin Arbiter, but it's not really gonna matter. They should probably play our land first. Yeah, there they go. There you go, opponent. Interesting choice. I wonder if they have more land destruction in their hand. That's interesting. Well, I really wish I still had that Uro. Free Uro? Yeah, if I can redraw another one. Just Growth Spiral? Yeah, that's my plan. I think I want to pay for this right now though. So I'm gonna pay for this here so that I can Growth Spiral and fetch. And their Ghost Core doesn't do anything. Because I've already paid the tax. So I can pay the tax and then fetch. And then that just immediately puts Uro into play. I don't get a trigger off of it though, so I kind of just want to play the... Oh, I will get the other trigger off though. The Field of the Dead. Yeah, I think that's worth it. Grab a snow-covered island. Oh, I don't get the trigger. It's fine. I think this is... They have to have a path. This forces them to have a path here. Or are they about to get path? Yeah, like if they have it, they have it. But like they have to have it. Or they don't. That's like not... That's like kinda concerning. See what they do, I guess. Okay. I'll take it. Even if they had path there, we're in good shape. Like, they kill our Field of the Dead, but then we get the Factor Fiction and refill. Which, we drew Rack, so we cast it, and then our Factor Fiction puts... We grab an Uro. They have to quarter the field, I think. I think the field wins the long game, because they weren't putting enough pressure on us. Yeah, so like Foff hits... I'd probably just take whatever the 2 pile is. Oh yeah, they were not winning that game. Alright. On to play. And this hand is pretty good. It's not the best in the world, but I think it's still worth keeping. We have a path, we have force, we have turn 3 Uro. Pretty hard to say no to this hand overall. Playing field on turn 1 as always is kind of awkward, but there's no better time to play it than now. Except we're gonna draw a Growth Spiral right now, and then we're gonna wish that that wasn't the sequence. Hedron Crab? Oh no. It's the Crab Vine deck. I think I'm just gonna path it. Actually, I'll path it during their draw step. Let's grab Temple Garden. This deck can be pretty scary to play against. If they have a glimpse, I'm just snap forcing it. Or they're playing normal mill. I thought they would be playing Crab Vine. I guess I'm supposed to force this. I kind of want to let the first one resolve that. No. I'll just counter it. That's annoying. It's actually super annoying. I mean, luckily I have Nexus of Fate, so I can't they can't really deck me because Nexus of Fate is there. And it's not a trigger, it just happens. Mesmeric Orb, slightly annoying. I can also never draw a land for the rest of the game, it's always possible. I'm just trying to dig to land so I can actually kill them with Uro. Well, drawing both Field of Deads is not gonna work out very well. That is not a draw 3, that is only draw 1. Alright, now they're drawn to locks or full blown counter spells. They mill double rack, that's not good. That's just really not good. Alright. I am helping our opponent a lot, but yeah, I mean, they're not really gonna be able to get through the Nexus. Oh, that's how that works? That's awkward. I didn't realize it milled even when it's Teferi on tap. I thought it was just on tap step. Doesn't make sense. I mean, there's not a real reason for me to tick or tick down. What? Why'd they float mana? I'm very confused. Oh, they actively want to mill? Oh, do they have Uro in their deck? The mill deck has Uro? I guess it would make sense. You just play 4 orb and you just mill yourself. I don't know if I have any more lands in my deck. I think I do this. I turned on the revolt. Oh, that's awkward. I kind of want to path it. Actually, I am going to path it. This way I can always cast Nexus of Fate. I have more Uros, so it's not that big of a deal. Game is over. Sure. I mean, they just can't beat Nexus. So I just don't think they can win at all. Like, just period. I guess their win con is Uro. I could try to mill the mill deck. I don't think that makes sense. I mean, it kind of does because the exile part is relevant to make sure Uro doesn't kill me. But since I know that's their only real win con, I just can also not play like a dingus. Like, I just keep all my paths in, and then they can't really win. Oh, I would imagine they showed us Aethergust main deck. Well, Maelstrom is not very good against that. Oh, they have like Assassin Trophy though. I don't think I want Ashiok. Maybe I do want Shark Typhoon, because like, yeah, no, I don't think I want Shark Typhoon. Do I want Fact or Fiction? That's like a real question. I don't really know. I think I can cut. Oh, I don't. Oh wait, Wilk kills Mesmeric Orb. I don't know that I care about that much though. I don't think I care about the orb. The orb is annoying, but I don't think I care about that much. Maybe I shave a... I kinda wanna shave a fetch. Nah, that's stupid. I think I can shave off though. Yeah, I'll just shave off. I have two win cons. I have Uro and Teferi, and also decking them. Because if I get to a point where I have 8 cards in my deck, or 8 cards in my hand, I could just discard Nexus to hand size and deck them. So I'm not really sure what their plan is to win the game. I'll keep this hand. It can ramp with Gross File, has a counter spell, has an answer to Hedron Crab / Uro. I guess I'm gonna fetch it. I'm gonna have to fetch at some point, so I guess the time is now. I don't really care about that. I'll just shock the land into play. Then maybe I am actively supposed to mill. Actually, I'm probably actively supposed to mill. I can mill over Uro. Yeah, man, I don't think I care. Sure. Just waiting for an Uro to be milled over. There we go. Nope. Psych. That's the only thing I cared about. Surgical. Don't care about anything else. Yeah, let's do this. Actually, I'm gonna grab another. Oh, I can't. Never mind. Wait, do I have another green source? Okay, there's a forest in the deck. That's it though. So if the forest gets milled over here, I can't cast Uro. Okay. I did not get murked. I had a Temple Guard in my hand anyways. What am I talking about? I thought I had to fetch, which means I shouldn't have fetched. Shock myself. They milled over an Uro, but they have a basic swamp, so they can't cast it. Even if they have a land. I have this remand. I have path and remand anyways. Well, there's a watery grave. That's not very good. said cryptic. I have to draw a 7th. Well, there's another basic in the deck, so if anything, I can path my Uro and get the 7th land. I'll just untap. There's another basic in the deck. This is also going to let me cast Nexus of Fate. Oh, I should have grabbed a blue source. I thought I had more blue mana in play than I actually do. And it doesn't matter, because... yeah. Sure. Oh, Sanctuary doesn't do anything here. I guess I should have played it anyways. I want... I'll just grab a Veil of Summer. Card seems good. Even though I can't cast it. I probably should have grabbed a spell I could cast. It doesn't matter. I can just make decisions at random. As long as I cast the Nexus of Fate that's in my hand at some point. Oh wait, this is really awkward. I messed up really bad. I should not have cast that remand. That was the only way I lose this game. Because I can cast here. But now I'm eternally locked in my upkeep. Well, that's awkward. If I just cast the path, I would be fine. That's unfortunate. I did not think about that. Because I can't attack with the Uro because it'll deck me. And I have too many cards in my hand. Wow. Yeah, because I can take as many turns as I want, but this isn't a may, this is a must. Alright. I did not think about that. I should have won that game. Wow, that's awkward. I should have thought about that more. I didn't realize how few cards I had in my deck too. Ha. Huh. So if I didn't cast Remand, I win that game. I think. Wait. No, I think I still lose. I get 1 attack off, I put him to 2. I can put him to 2, but I can't put him to 0. Wow. That was clutch. Huh. Alright, maybe I do want Wilt. Yeah, because no matter what, I'm going to draw that Nexus. Oh no, I win if I path instead, because I draw the path, I cast it, it's the first card in my deck, then I go to 0 cards in my deck. He's at 2, I mill over it in my upkeep, draw it for turn. Oh, but then I can't attack with arrow. Right? Yeah. Wow, that's awkward. Yeah, I needed like 2 more cards in my deck. I think I keep this? Because of the paths? Yeah, I'll keep because of the paths. I encounter with Archmage's Charm. Shelldock Isle. I have counterspell mana now. Basic Land Shark, thank you for the raid. Hope your stream went well today. Welcome everybody. Just we're playing some of this Bant Rec deck. We're playing as Mill, so seemed pretty good as long as I don't mess up. I messed up game 2, but the goal is to just not mess up again. Would you jam today on stream? Jeskai controlling Ponza. Nice. Ponza's a pretty good deck. I still think it's one of the best decks. It's what I've been playing up until today. I bet Jeskai was fun though. Wilderness Wreck? Yes. Gotta love the Wilderness Wreck. I'm gonna put this pile in my hand so that my Nexus goes back in my deck. I also want to hit my land drops. Yeah, the wrecks have been pretty sick. Not gonna lie. I think I'll just discard the Uro to hand size. This deck hurts your soul. Gotta get some grub. Have fun, man. Thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. Dude, this deck is sick. It's so fun. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a Mystical Dispute up here. I'm gonna draw it with this Uro. If they counter this, it's gonna be a little weird. Interesting. But now I don't have counterspell mana up, which I didn't intend to have in the first place. Well, I guess I was gonna have Dispute. But now I'm not sure what they can do. Well, that thing has split second, so I can't do anything about that. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. So now the way we win the game now is I ultimate Teferi, get rid of all their stuff, and then I take down on itself. I need to get one of my fields though, which one of them is already in the yard. So if they, oh wait, they're both in the yard. I actually can't win the game except for by decking them, which I can do. I think I tried it to Teferi. I mean, I think sitting around and waiting is worse than playing things out here. Alright. Hopefully we draw a land. But I have milled over 11 lands or so. Okay, well, at least this guarantees my land drop. Oh, I did not mean that. Okay, I undid my F6. Alright, I can still draw a land off of Teferi and cast it. Alright, well that did not happen. That blue magic guy, thanks for the follow. Hope you're doing well today. This game is a little rough. Milling over both fields, so there's one Teferi left, and there's also the fact that I can't really deck myself. I don't want to use my Growth Spiral because I don't want to open up the chance for them to cast anything without me being able to respond. Okay. I think I'm just gonna discard the Growth Spiral. I guess the draw go favors them because I can eventually draw the Nexus, but now I can cast it at any point in time. So it's getting a little weird. I think the remand just doesn't matter. So I'm gonna discard it. I want the pass for the Uros. That's the only way they can fully win. I just kind of have to counter that. Which I should use Cryptic to do that. I should counter return. I'll counter bounce the Sanctuary. I don't want them to get the other one out of my deck. I kind of need it as a win con. Are we gonna trophy? That's fine. It's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna grab basic planes. Okay. And this game's gonna go for actual ever. Unless they have something that actually just kind of wins the game. I'm gonna take off this upkeep stop. I'm gonna discard one of these pass, I think. Nah, I'm just gonna discard a remand. If they surgical the pass and then they win the counter war, it's really rough. I'm just gonna discard it to hand size. Cause it doesn't create a trigger, it just happens. So they can't surgical it or do anything like that. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to discard one of these paths. I'll give him a chance to surgical it at some point, but I can fight over the surgical. I don't even know if that gets anything. Oh, they're both 4-star still in the deck. What is this casting? I guess I care. I kind of don't, to be honest. I do need that card to not resolve. I wonder if they have multiples of those and they're just trying to force it through. I have 2 counter spells in my hand. They just played Ancestral Recall. Yeah. Okay. So now my main game plan is to deck them. Which I guess they just eventually find another surgical for path. I was more concerned about them surgically in the path, to be honest. Oh, I like actually can't win. That's not entirely true. Well, yeah, it is because if they have to play it correctly, but they have to wait till I discard. Yeah, I have to have 8 cards in hand and 0 cards in my deck, and then I have to path the Uro. And then I won't. Yes. I'm gonna path right now. Yeah, the more Uros I can path immediately, the better. Next turn I won't discard a hand size, but I'll have 7 cards in hand. And then anytime I draw Nexus in the future, I'll be fine. Yep. Yeah, so they would have to wait for me to have 0 cards in hand. Or 7 cards in hand, 0 cards in deck. Or I guess it would be 8 cards in hand. And then instead of me being able to discard a Nexus, I have to path Uro. Man, that's obnoxious. They might not have time to do it though, or they might not know. Oh yeah, and they only have... They're gonna have more than one more Uro in their deck, right? Well, this will put me back up to 7 cards. Okay. Pass again. Yeah, I think they have this game. I'm never gonna need all the mana. Casting Nexus doesn't do anything, so I'm just gonna discard it. Archive Trap. Yeah, I think I lose. Cause now they cast Uro, and then I'm dead. Like I can take infinite turns, but it doesn't matter because I can't actually kill them. Okay. They have a way to make me discard my hand. That will also do it. Any discard spell does it for them too. Surgical, yeah. Alright, well. Yeah, now I'm dead. Oh wait, I can't do that. I'm just dead. I can try to time him out. I'm just dead. I'm not gonna try to time him out. I think it's bad faith. Because I'm actually dead here. Yeah. I forgot that he did that. That was unfortunate. I forgot he cast Veil because he took so long between casting Veil and actually casting a spell. But, I mean, technically they can't win the game and we could try to burn their clock, but I think that's really disingenuous. I'm not gonna do that. Alright. We're here for round 3. We're 1-1. We lost to that mill deck, which... This hand has turn 3 Factor Fiction, so I'm definitely keeping. The mana's not the best, but it's got Factor Fiction in it. And we can cast it on turn 3. Mill hurts. Yeah, I think that normally that would be a good match. I mean, it depends on how many surgicals they draw, right? If they draw only 2, I think they have to draw more than 2 to win the game. Because if I can get Uro in play, and I can just protect it from getting surgical, like, feels pretty good. Like, I probably could have played game 2 or 3 better. That's the Abzan one? Yeah. Okay. So either against, like, some random mid-range deck or 5-color Niv? I don't even know if 5-color Niv plays the Triomes. So... Alright, it's some Abzan pile. I don't know, I'm just gonna cast a Factor Fiction on turn 3. Also not sure that they can beat Field of the Dead either. Oh wow, that's a pretty good one. I think this card's good with Factor Fiction. I'm gonna grab an island here. Bobble. They target themselves. I guess they're manipulating to see if they want the top card. Seems like they want the top card. I don't really care what it is though. You never know what the tri-lands are. That one's the Abzan one. I had to scroll wheel it, don't worry. I had no clue. I'm pretty sure I just take the... I'm just gonna take whatever pile is bigger, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I guess I take the wilt. They care that much about the wilt? I'm just gonna take the 4 pile. Joke's on them, I can get wilt back with Mystic Sanctuary. Just doesn't matter. Do. The wilt also just doesn't matter. So I just have gonna have infinite zombies. I might not get back the wilt, so I don't want to fetch right now. Yes, you can put in Batterskull. They probably saw the color template of 3 color lands and decided to delete them instead. Yeah, like this is like... It doesn't really look absent. I guess it kinda does. I don't know. Pretty sure I just straight up can't lose, so. They're gonna let me just freely kill the Batterskull? Okay. I mean, I'll do it if they're gonna just let me do it for free. Wilt. They just didn't even bother, yeah, it's like, it's kind of obnoxious, so they're just like, eh, whatever, we don't care. Yeah, they should have done something to, like, distinguish it, because it is, like, kind of, it is not easy. I'm just shocking myself, because why not? I guess I should have gone to Green's Forest to cast the Wilderness Reclamation, but I don't care. Sure. I'll save that to get Mystic Sanctuary if I think I need to. I don't need 2 Reclamations in play. They're already super dead. That Gabby Township. I haven't seen that land in forever. Which deck? The one I'm playing, or the Abzan deck? The Abzan deck, I think they like top 8'd the opponent's deck. They top 8'd the mana traders, I think. I guess people are just playing it because they're like, oh man, that looks fun. Which I guess fair. But it's doing literally nothing compared to what we're doing. I mean, they're just super dead. Man, they really want to path this thing. I don't care. Just make some more zombies. Like, they're just dead to the zombies. Okay. I probably really wanted to play that out. I can't imagine that being fun to play out, but... Let's hear it. They're like a Goy. I'll just bring in Veil. I don't think I'll bring in Typhoon. I guess Typhoon is good against the Lingering Souls though. It means we can actually block them, which is relevant. How good is Ashiok versus my deck? Probably pretty good. I don't know how I would feel if my opponent cast it. Like, I think I would be pretty annoyed, but it would depend on the context of my hand. Because I think it would just depend on the context of my hand. I'm not sure how good it actually is. Because I feel like I can play around it just by, like, if I just end step Factor Fiction and then I mill over the Uro, then I can very easily Uro in one turn. And I have, like, this field of that plan. I do have a lot of fetches, though. There's 10 fetches in the deck. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much I would care. If I have a Teferi, I just don't care, obviously. I mean, I could tuck it, but I'll probably just sit there and plus all day. I'm not sure. I don't really want... they might have Choke. I want to trim a Force, though. And I think a Wreck, too. I don't think I need Wreck that badly in this matchup. Just wondering. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I feel like I wouldn't be annoyed by it, so it probably doesn't matter. I feel like Pass good against Goy, but it's not good against anything else they're doing. Like, it's not very good against Stoneforge Mystic. Because I don't want to ramp them a ton. Because if I ramp them from 2 to 4, I think that's where things get scary. That's why I'm trimming them. I think I want the shark typhoons as extra win cons. Flying into air is relevant, so I can block those stupid spirits. Which this lingering souls is a reason to keep in force negation, but I don't want to draw too many of them because they're card disadvantage. The sharks are so good. This hand's also a gasoline. Sure. I wonder what they're gonna take here. Interesting. I did not care about reman. Just a little interesting. Sure. I guess I know why not. Yeah, just nothing matters. I guess they have a lingering souls. I'm gonna grab a breeding pool. I need an argument of grabbing Temple Garden, but I need islands. Oh, that was a pretty good draw. If they took the reman's probably a good draw. Never didn't have it. Just super whitelisted. Well, one day we might find out if Ashiok's good against us. Is today the day? It's kind of annoying, but I don't know that it's bad for us, if that makes sense. Yeah, like, I don't care. Oh, I guess I should have gross spotted in response in case I drew a fetch. That was really bad. I really didn't think about that. Because now my fetch does nothing. Yeah, I should have just gross spotted in response. I don't know why I didn't. I was like, oh, I'm gonna put this one card in my graveyard because it's gonna matter. But it doesn't matter. I also don't have white mana. Good old Sharky boy. I think I'm gonna cast the Uro to force them to mill me so that I can actually fetch. Yeah, that's a fine trade by me. Because if I can fetch, I'm gonna be able to like play my path. I'm gonna be able to play this Teferi. I mean, it depends if they think I can fill up my yard, but even then I can just kill it here. Yeah, it's fine. Sharks are never an issue. Oh no, my plains is gone. How unlucky. Whale. I'll be fine. I also have a second. Having a second Teferi makes this a lot easier as well. I really don't. I don't really want to let them draw 2 cards, but I also need to path this Goyf so that my Teferi doesn't die. My Teferi is more important than him drawing 2, I think. So I'll let him draw 2. It's whatever. The issue is if I path the Goyf, if I path the Lurrus, the Goyf can become a 5. Yeah, so like I don't care too much about the extra card. It's annoying, but I'll live. I can fetch a Sanctuary, but I'd rather just play the one from my hand. And they know what we're drawing. Oh, that's a pretty good draw. I'll put the path on top of my deck, and then I'm gonna draw a card. I'm gonna cast a Nexus. Attack with the shark, because why not? Sure thing, opponent. Oh, that was a pretty good draw. Oh wait, I don't want to do it that way. They bobble. Did they actually bobble before the shuffle? I wasn't paying attention. Yep, they did. That's funny. Nice. I mean, I'll take this one. They must have a way to punish me putting Uro in a yard, so I guess I won't do that. Like they can draw an ooze or something, so I'll just cast the wreck and then untap. Oh, I forgot the path. Whatever, it doesn't matter. My opponent said nice hot decks. My top decks were solid. Except it's easier to top deck if you're drawing 2 cards a turn. Yeah, or if your deck is just all blue spells that draw cards. Like just OP blue spells. Like almost every single card in the deck has the text draw card, so it makes things pretty easy. I care more about this Hex Drinker than the Luris, to be honest. Do. Yeah, I think now that I know they have Hex Drinker in their deck, I think that's the only card I can lose to. So I'm just not gonna let them draw it. They can draw another card. I don't really care. There will be paper. Then put the land plate in, but it says on the sack trigger, hold priority. Oh, I'm sure something stupid will happen. I mean, you just have to word things carefully. You're like Uro trigger. Yeah, it's hard to dispute some things. I wish our opponent would just hurry up and die. The game is over. I guess our opponent is playing to their out of me disconnecting. We had to go through a lot of emotions. But we got there. Deck is very impressive. Alright. So we're 2-1 in this league. And on the play, good spot. This hand is so close. If one of these was a green source, it would be a snap keep. But it's not the case, so it got mulligan. Now we have no blue source. We can't keep a hand with no blue sources in the cryptic deck. Okay, our mana finally cooperated. Our opponent kept 7. We have no clue what we're playing against. I want to keep Path Uro 3 lands for sure. Oh wait, we're on 5, right? Never mind. So I just have to do this. I think Path is gonna be more relevant than Force of Negation or Cryptic. Well, that might not be the case. We're probably playing against Storm, which Force of Negation would be very good against. We have a lot of counter spells in our deck, though, so hopefully we can find one. I'm gonna reshuffle the 2 that we put on the bottom back in. That is not a counter spell. The sucky part here is I have to pass, but giving your Storm opponent lands with Pact Exile feels so bad. It's like pretty atrocious. Because they can use the lands in the same manner because of how good Gifts Ungiven is. Okay. Need to draw some counter spells. Or need their draw to not be that good. Which both are more than possible. We could also just lose the game here. Let's put Path on top and draw it. I feel like they have a remand. And I don't really want to get my Uro remanded. I think that's a really bad spot to get into, so I think I'm just gonna pass with Factor Fiction up. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna grab Temple Garden here. We need a second green source, and because we have Field of the Dead in our deck, I don't want to grab a second breeding pool. I would assume that they have a remand in their hand. I'm trying to get them to use it. Because I would prefer to have an Uro in play than a Factor Fiction resolve, I think. Maybe they don't have the remand. If they don't, like, this makes me feel like they don't have remand. Which, like, if I give them Writ Pass in Flames, I just have to find a force negation, and I'm pretty set. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna give them any ways to draw cards here. If they have the second remana, well, okay. It kind of made me think they were kind of bluffing the whole time, which would be impressive, for sure. Odds of us dying next turn is like relatively high, I think. Yeah, like I'm not sure that I can just fire off a row here. I think I'll just lose if I do that. So we're gonna do this. Well, that sucked. That was really bad. That was so bad. Yeah, I think just uber dead this game. I will put the larger pile in my hand. Yeah, that was not great. I mean, unless they can't win, but I think it's gonna be hard for us to make it out of this turn alive. Oh, that's so much mana. I guess I should try to counter it. No, I would try to counter Passive Flames, not a ritual. Like, I can cycle Wilt and hope to top deck Force Negation, and if that happens, the best case scenario is to Force Negation to Passive Flames, not a Desperate Ritual. Okay. We have to rip Force Negation off the top if we don't lose. This game's really difficult. Holy crap. That's... Oh my god. Oh, that was insane. Oh my god. I'm so lucky. Oh, I would be so tilted if I was my opponent, because you know I ripped that. Like, absolutely 100% know I ripped it. Oh my god. You know, if I could just draw like that off the top exactly when I need it, but the cost was I had to start on 5 cards every game, I think I would just take it. Post-porter gets so much easier too. We get Veil of Summer, which stops Gifts Ungiven. Mystical Dispute, same idea. Same with Ashiok. The only issue is if they go on the empty plan, we can't actually do anything about it, which is a problem, but... there's a slight argument for Aether Gust, because you can use it against, like, Passive Flames and, like, rituals and stuff, and it's not bad against, like, Goblin Electromancer, for example. But I don't think it's worth taking out any of the other cards in our deck. I don't even know what to take out. I don't like Wilt. Remand's not great, but it's not bad either. Especially post-board. If they have counter magic, which sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. You can like remand your own spell and gain some value that way. But overall, it's not like the best thing you can be doing. Cryptic Command is kind of expensive. I kind of like shaving one, especially when we're like bringing in cheaper stuff. Path really isn't that good in the matchup. Giving them a land is like real cost, for sure. I think I would rather bring in Aether Gust than Celestial Purge, but I still don't think I want either. I'm gonna take out Field of Ruin. It doesn't really do anything. I think shaving a land on a draw is fine. Oh, your deck is a 27 land deck. It has a lot of lands. Remand does help slow them down. And taking out Path is probably a sin, but like post board, they're gonna look more towards like Empty to Warren's Plains, I think. Plus, being on the draw, Remand gets far worse. Yeah. Like when you're on the draw, ramping them with Path is just so bleh. Yeah, like this hand, it doesn't really do anything. Like it has the remands, but it has a path for a dude, but the mana sucks. I'm mulligan. This hand also sucks, but it has high upside if we draw one of our blue or green sources, which is there's 3 lands that don't do that. And we have 2 lands in our hand, so it's 5. So there's 22 outs. I think I should just go to 5. Okay. Well, this is the best hand we've drawn. I think I'm actually gonna put away the Growth Spiral. It's either that or the Reclamation. Actually, I think it's the Reclamation. We don't have much going on right now. Like, Reclamation's really good in the deck, but there's not anything, like, happening in our hand, so... It's not a terrible draw. I'm just gonna play the land tapped and pass. Wow, they don't have a dude? That's huge. Or maybe they only have one in their hand. Opt away. It's cried at the top. I wonder if they have Blood Moon in their deck. I think the answer is no. I mean, sometimes they do. Normally, if they have Blood Moon, they're playing fetches though, and they're fetchless. You can tell they're fetchless because they're playing Shivan Reef. Oh my god, that's annoying. I think I just jam Ashiok. Like, I don't really see how they can... They can't... I'm just gonna pass. They can't Gifts Ungiven. And there's nothing in their graveyard I really want to exile, so... I'm just gonna let it sit there. They can go for an Empty the Warren's turn here, though, pretty freely. If they're able to. I mean, they have to have the right hand for it, but... If they do, I can't really do anything about it. It's just gonna kind of happen. Because I don't have a sweeper in my deck. I cut the one of verdict. I originally had one verdict, but I cut it. Yeah, so this is like actually a problem. Unless I can draw Uro and get some stuff going. Like I could take control of one of the goblins and trade off, but like that's not really gonna get me anywhere meaningful. So yeah, I guess now we're here. It's like not that. I don't want to shock myself to gross spiral. It's annoying. Actually, I should mill them. Actually, I could mill myself. I'm gonna mill myself. I can try to find an Uro and dump in the yard. It's worth doing. Ashiok doesn't exile the person that gets milled. It just exiles the opponent. Alright, we found an Uro. So the main issue now though is they can remand. Are they not afraid of Path Exile? Yeah, if I were them, I would attack 5 at Ashiok. Yeah, that's what they did. I didn't think about that card. My main issue, like I kind of want to just let it resolve. It's either that or I dispute it, but if I dispute it, I have to chalk myself and go to 11. And then I think I'm actually losing the race. Am I losing the race if I do that? Like, gaining 10 here actually buys a lot of time, but they will very quickly deal 10 to me with this. They would have to cast... 1, 2, 3... Like, they have to cast 4 spells, and they probably have 4 spells in their hand right now. Yeah, we gotta try and not let this happen. Maybe I shouldn't have growth spiraled during my main phase like that. Not really sure why it did. I was trying to find action, but then I forgot that I could Ashiok myself. They have, oh my god, that's disgusting. I mean, at least my Uro's gonna resolve. But their hand seems like some gasoline. Well, that Teferi is really good, but I need to get this Uro down this turn and just hopefully not die. 2, 3, 4. Let's exile Growth Spiral. Alright. Force of Negation would be really good. That's also a very good draw. I mean, they're probably not gonna kill us. Wow, I really wish I had Force of Negation here. It would punish them very hard. I feel like you're just gonna get a bunch of cantrips. I think that's what they should do. I have this Teferi to kind of answer this Aria Flame. They're a really weird set of cards. Is it instant or sorcery? Okay. Definitely putting Manamorphose in the graveyard. That's not a question. I kind of want to just give them the Electromancer. So they must have like more gifts ungiven in their hand, basically. I'll dump the Electromancer. Because I'm gonna attack with Uro next turn. Because attacking is more life beneficial than staying back. Yeah, I'll give them the 2 Rits. Alright. They are attacking. That's not a bad one. So I'm gonna go to 19 and I'll go to 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Doesn't take that much for them to kill us from this spot. That's a very good draw. I think... Oh, this is weird. Huh. I don't know exactly how I'm supposed to play this turn now. I think this turn I'm playing Reclamation, and then using my leftover mana to Growth Spiral, and then that will put Archmage's Charm and Mystical Dispute in my hand. Which I think will mean I won't die next turn. And then if I get to untap, then I get to play Teferi and I can tuck this Aria Flame away. It's a very precarious situation here. Because if I Teferi tuck now, I'm not sure that how much that really results in. Like, yeah, the Aria Flame is kind of away, but then I think they can just kill me. I think it's very tempting to... Yeah, I'm definitely playing the Wreck here. It's very tempting to Factor Fiction off of the floating mana. Because then I'll have 4 lands untapped, which is enough for Dispute plus Charm if the stack gives me Dispute. But the stack could also be pretty unfavorable. I think I just want 6 mana. Alright. Growth Spiral for no value, it's fine. I don't really want to dispute this. I think I want to get this charm out of my hand. Rose B Slim, thanks for a follow. Oh, hey, White. I just connected that. Thanks for a follow, I appreciate it. Yeah. It's a lot harder for me to cast Archmage's Charm than Mystical Dispute on future turns. So I'm going to use a Charm here. Though there's an argument that I'm supposed to dispute it and bait them into casting Desperate Ritual and then Charming. Actually, like I'd like to save the dispute in my hand if I can. Is kind of where I'm at. And they're never really gonna overwhelm me on mana. Interesting. They don't know about the Teferi is the main reason why this can kind of work. I don't even know that I like care about this thing. I do. I'd rather counter it than anything else. They don't know that we have this Teferi is why this is kind of working. Let's jam in there. This will be 8 mana. Well, depending if I want to fetch or not, which I don't think I do. I'm gonna tuck away this Aria Flame and I think one way I can't lose is by fetching, so I'm not going to. I don't think it'll come back to hurt. Famous last words. I'm gonna take whatever pile has the cryptic in it. Yes, I will take the cryptic command. Okay, so the Aria Flame is on top of their deck right now. Right? Okay, they have another Aria on top of their deck. Their draw step and then their visions. Yeah, so unless they put the second one on the bottom. I think I don't care about the Aria, and I just tap their team and bounce my Mystic Sanctuary. Return, tap. This is gonna gain me a lot of, like, they're gonna gain me 10 life. Yeah. Again, I don't see a reason to fetch. Well, now the game is just over. Which I like it when that happens. Just gonna factor fiction right now, because why not? They give me a choice between all of the lands and the remand. I mean, I assume I just take the remand. While taking all the lands is very tempting because 4 cards is more than 1. It should be game. I don't really see a way they get out of this. I don't care. They can kill Teferi, I could not care less. Opponent's going deep. Alright. We got there. We got extremely lucky game 1. In game 2, very close. They emptied for 8 goblins on like turn 4 or something. But then our Ashiok milled over this Uro because we targeted ourselves and it just turned out really well. Yeah. Uro, kind of stupid magic card, it turns out. Alright. Let's see if we can play against some more meta stuff. Keep this up. Alright. Last match of the league. Yes, this is the exact same 75. This is actually the same league as yesterday. I didn't finish the second one yesterday. But yeah, it's the exact same. We'll see how this game goes. Turn 3 Reclamation is just really good, that's why I kept it. I'm not feeling any changes right now, but we'll see. Castle Garen Rig, so I think we're against Amulet. Alright, well, Factor Fiction might have been one of the best draws in the deck. Yeah, we're playing against Amulet. I mean, they're not really doing anything busted. Sure, they can explore all day. Cavernous Souls is really annoying in this matchup. Alright. Wilderness Reclamation is gonna help so much. Our top decks have been really, really good. Drawing like these 3 draws were all really strong. As much as I would prefer to Factor Fiction this turn, I think I just have to counter that thing. It does leave us open to getting Titan next turn though. I can't counter a Titan. Like I can path this thing and then I can counter Titan. Actually, I think I do let this resolve so that I can Factor Fiction and then I can... Yeah, I'll let this resolve actually. I don't like letting it resolve, but... Alright, they have a Radiant Fountain and we don't know anything else in their hand. We do have to get that dried off the board though. Well, that Nexus is really interesting. They know we can cast it, right? I'm definitely taking the 4 pile. He didn't even split up the lands. I guess they still play Pact of Negation, right? But if they Pact of Negation, they're not casting Titan next turn. So I think this is just Teferi into... Yeah, I'm just gonna Teferi into other thing. Oh, I can grab... I don't want to grab Mystic Sanctuary. That's actually a waste because I'm going to wind up shuffling the deck. Well, wait, that's not true. That's actually a lie. I'm not going to wind up shuffling. I'm not going to shuffle before I Teferi draw. Wow, this is stupid. You know, this was all legal and standard. Minus the factor fiction part, but like every other part of this is legal and standard. Which is absurdity. I'm just gonna... How do I want to do this? I kind of don't want to Path the Dryad right now because it'll give them extra mana, and it's fine. I want 6 mana on their turn so that I can Cryptic plus Remand. Oh wow, we drew the one of once again. Counterbounce my Sanctuary. Oh wait, I don't want to do that because then my Field of Dead gets turned off. So I guess I just counter draw. I have another Mystic Sanctuary in my deck anyways. Let's play this fetch land. I guess I should do all of my fetching after I Nexus. Yeah, they were dead. The classic drawing the one of Nexus over and over again. Love it when that happens. Even if I didn't draw a Nexus, they were like dead anyways. Our start was just so strong. going turn 3 Reclamation plus Factor Fiction into a Teferi is just so much. Aether Gust is absolutely bonkers in this matchup, so definitely coming in there. So is Ashiok. And like most of them have like negate and stuff in the sideboard, but I don't think that's worth bringing in Dispute over. Like I think you could make an argument for it. I don't want Shark Typhoon. Our deck already operates at instant speed pretty well. The main deck, the Wilt is actually like MVP if we draw it, is it can kill the Dryad and Amulet. I don't even know what to... Oh, Force Negation's not that good. Remand's not like the best, but like if you can nab a Dryad with it, it's really good. But if they go turn 1 Tribe Scout, Remand feels real bad. I don't want a bunch of 3 mana sorceries, so I'm gonna shave an Uro. You can only really shave 1 though, because like your win cons are Field of Dead Uro. And Teferi, like Teferi's a win con too, to be fair. But you don't want to cut too many of them, because it's like kind of the main win con, as it were. I'll shave Remand. It's like, well, it can be really good. Depends if they have Cavern or not. Sometimes it does buy just whole turns. Maybe I'll shave a Wreck, because I think the games get far more instant speedy. And our Teferis are almost always resolving. Yeah, I'll shave like 1 Remand, because we're bringing in 4 Aether Gust, which is kind of like a Remand. It's like a Remand. This hand, not very good. I'm gonna ship it. This hand's much better. It's not great, but it is much better. Aether Gust does a lot in the matchup. It has land drops, it has Factor Fiction. It's hard to completely get away from something like this. Alright. I very rarely like... I'm not gonna get Temple Garden. Fetching Temple Garden most of the time just kind of ruins your whole plan. Let's fetch here. I'm gonna grab a Hallowed Fountain. And this thing's gonna get a breeding pool. So they have a snow-covered forest in their hand. Alright, well they're gonna go grab Cavern. Oh, they have Pact of Negation in their deck. Okay. Well, that escalated quickly. So their plan is to Pact my Gust, I guess. Okay, I thought they were gonna tie in that turn, so I didn't play Uro. Like, it seemed like that's what they were setting up for. Well, they are setting up for it, like, they're They're definitely in that process. So we don't know. They have a pact negation. I assume they have a Titan of some sort. I don't. 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want to. So if they untap with Tribe Scout, they can have like 9 mana, which is a lot. Maybe just keep playing draw go though. Because if they don't have lands in their hand, the Tribe Scout does nothing. And I feel like they don't have a bounce because I think they would have played it that turn. Alright. I definitely want to draw a couple more lands. Okay. That's fine. Wow, they don't have caverns. Huge. So they have a pact and 2 unknowns. They have this activation up. I wonder if they have a dispute or a veil. Because I could kind of play around it by double pathing. How much mana? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, this will grab like 9 mana. So they're going to be able to pay for both packs. But then they probably won't be able to win the game, so... I'm going to remand though. And see if what they do. Because they can't replay it here. Wow, they just let it happen? I'm very surprised by that. Because they have to pay for a pack next turn, so they're not going to be able to rejam. I'm not going to put Remand on top of my deck. It's like slightly tempting, but I don't think that's correct. I'm going to grab a breeding pool. I'm going to row now. I feel pretty safe doing this. I wonder if they were just afraid to fight there. I don't know, it's like kind of like surprised they didn't try to fight right there. Okay. I mean, I assume they just drew that. Yeah. They still have no more lands. They have a Titan in their hand, so they have Titan Pact. And I like kind of doubt anything else. I mean, I guess I put the Remand on top of my deck. Well, I can put it on top of Mystic Sanctuary. But I'm not drawing it next turn. It's fine. Well, it's definitely fine now. I just didn't want to use like up both my sanctuaries. So they have... I mean, this Cryptic's gonna get Pact and Negation. And then I'll Gust them. I guess I would rather my Gust get countered though, right? And if they give me the draw step, I'm like pretty happy. They chose to Pact. Okay. I have to fetch now because I don't have any more white sources in my deck. I'll put Aether Gust on top. Counter draw. Alright, I feel pretty insulated. Well, especially since they have to pay for a pack next turn, so... Oh, that was a good draw. Do I do that or do I Uro? I think I Wreck plus Factor Fiction. I think that makes the most sense here. Oh, they're just so dead. Yeah. Alright, sick. So we got another 4-1 with the deck. We lost to that Bug Mill deck yesterday in this league. And that was because I misplayed in game 2. I could have won game 2, I just like misplayed a couple times because not familiar with the deck / matchup. But yeah, again, can't complain while trying to learn with the deck and just 4-1ing a bunch, collecting some chests.